Musings of a No-Self, Part 1. The Trinity. What is the Trinity, Satchidananda, or the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, or many other examples? Usually we read Sat as existence or awareness or consciousness. Chit is also often translated with consciousness, or though Sri Aurobindo translated it with force. And Ananda is often translated with bliss. These are not words that help us with anything. Same as Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Which Father, which Son, which Holy Spirit? What's supposed to be a Holy Spirit? And what about the Virgin Mary and stuff like that? They're all images of something that cannot be described. The Father, or Sat, is existence. Existence without purpose and without any division. Not existence of something, of someone, of several things, but just existence. That things exist at all. Because there's this force, this sun, that makes things manifest. Out of the existence, out of this infinite potential, out of the absolute, out of the Wu-Ji, the great nothingness, comes the force creating the multitude. It's like the universe expanding with almost speed of light, or more than speed of light. Even our planet is hurtling through space with an amazing speed. And our sun is even faster, and our galaxy is even faster. And if you measure the relative speed of two galaxies at the two opposite ends of the universe, then they're even faster than the speed of light, maybe. And expanding into what? Not into what. It is expanding. It is alive. It is conscious. It is existing. But then what is the Holy Spirit? What is bliss? What is Ananda? It is just overflowing. Chit is like intensity. It's like a burning, but even more intense than the sun. And Ananda, bliss, is just abundance, overflowing, streaming. You can feel that streaming if you're not a you anymore. As long as you are still identified with something, someone, with yourself, as long as you still have the impression that you have some kind of self, that you're somehow separate from everything else, you cannot feel a streaming, or only very, very slightly. You cannot feel the intensity, the abundance, the overflowing. It's like standing under a waterfall or looking into the sun, only much more intense. And that is also why I recommend to practice Qigong. Not because Qigong leads to enlightenment, it doesn't. So Jet McKenna and Yuji, they are correct when they're saying it's all bullshit, it's all procrastination, it's all delaying, it's all avoiding, it's all distraction, all those practices. Doesn't matter if you do Qigong or Hatha Yoga or roller coaster or sticking your finger into your nose looking for whatever can be unearthed there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't lead to enlightenment. And he's correct. They're correct. It does not lead to enlightenment. But it can help if you have learned a little bit how to handle energy. On some days, the perception of streaming is so intense, it seems like it's too much. The body will burst. It is neither pain nor joy, but it is a lot. And you cannot contain this consciousness, this force, this overflowing in any vessel, be it a small vessel, like a flower pot, or like a human being, or a large vessel, like a a boat or an ocean or a planet. It's all not enough. Nothing can hold this Trinity of divinity. And why do we call it divinity or the divine? What is that even supposed to mean, the divine? There's no God sitting somewhere. There's no old man with a beard or an old woman or whatever you want. It's only existing. It's not someone or something that exists and then creates the world. There's only existing going on and creating going on. But what is surely not going on are separate selves. They're just not true. They're real, but they're not true. For what is reality? Reality also does not exist. What could reality be? Reality is the same as Maya, several layers of illusion. What is meant with illusion? Illusion is that you can only always see a part of it, never the whole, because you are in the way of it. If you stop existing, then there is no block anymore to perceive the whole. But there's also no one left to perceive it. There's only perceiving and existing happening. Stuff is happening. A rooster is crowing. So what? The body needs to go to the toilet. So what? Someone starts arguing with someone else. So what? It's happening. But no one is doing anything. There's no will, no purpose. There's only playful unfolding of the streaming. The absolute playing at the game of infinity. People are asking what is awakening or what is enlightenment or how to get there. But in actual fact, there's no one there who can ask. There's no one who can wake up. There's no one who can get enlightened. There's either the illusion of separate self and wanting something, desiring something, or the absence of self, and then there's only streaming happening. Consciousness happening, oneness happening, force happening, overflowing happening. Or maybe it's not even happening. Maybe that's another layer of illusion. Who cares? Enjoy the playground.